Welcome to our today's MarvelX product line introduction webinar for the distributors of IDEX Health and Science. My name is Andre Meyer. I'm the distribution manager for Europe, Middle East and Africa, and I have the pleasure to guide you through today's presentation. Before we start with MarvelX, I have to give you a quick corporate presentation about the constellation of IDEX. So, IDEX Health and Science is part of the IDEX Corporation. The IDEX Corporation is based in Lake Forest, Illinois, and is a publicly traded company engaged in the development, design, and manufacture of with the recent integration of Semrock, Melcrio, and Seedrep Precision Services, IDEX Health and Science is offering an expanded portfolio of state The fusion of advanced optofluidic technologies is bringing together fluidics and optics to make life science IDEX Health and Science gives life to advanced optofluidic technologies with our products, people, and engineering expertise. Our vision of the complete path goes far beyond just meeting your needs. It anticipates them. As the global authority in life science fluidics and optics, we deliver a complete spectrum of highly engineered solutions and more powerful platforms than ever before. To keep pace with our global customer needs, we provide better alignment of people and resources. This allows us to not only work efficiently as a team, but be even more responsive to our customers. IDEX Health and Science is a global company with an international network of partners to assess your fluidic and optical needs and develop solutions for your applicational challenges. And with that said, it's now time to jump in. MarvelX is a unique connections and fitting system enabled to a customer making an LC connection pressure resistant up to 19,000 psi, or from people outside the US or UK, it's 1300 bars. And that's all by just a quarter of a turn and without any tools. The variety of available configurations make preparations, cutting and assembling of common connections redundant. And now let me give you the overview about the major benefits. MarvelX is designed for zero dead volume with usage of 1032 COM ports. Due to reusability and simplicity of installation, MarvelX generates budget savings from the first hour of usage. A nice side effect is that there's less waste generated, and that helps to save the environment. Let me have a look into the details. Conventional cone fittings, as you can see here on the left, requires a fitting, a ferrule, and at least a tubing. Usually for UHPLC connections, all it's made of stainless steel. If you have ever tried to bring a tubing with a fitting and a ferrule on into a port and make it tight with a wrench, you know how much time it needs to make everything fit together, leakage proof, pressure safe, and finally without any dead volume. With MarvelX, this all becomes history. Due to the robust tip design, as you can see here on the right, and the peak disc sealing, as you can see, the little gray sealing. You make all this happen with just a quarter of a turn. The major headache in chromatography, like peak tailing, artificial peaks or ghost peaks, become also part of the history. MarvelX is offered as stainless steel and P-line configurations in several inner diameters and length options. As stainless steel is mainly the first choice for organic solvents and well known for its resistance to almost all solvents, samples, and buffers, it has some disadvantages regarding use of halogens or haloethers. This can dilute ions like chromium, titan, or nickel that can contaminate the sample or interfere with the detection of the analytes. For these and most biological samples, we recommend the PEEK-line version of MarvelX. PEEK is a material of choice for life science and diagnostic applications, but seeing the sun means also having a shadow. Regarding this, PEEK shouldn't be used with methylene chloride, KHF, or DMSO. These solvents can make PEEK macerate and cause a blockage of the tubing or a damage of the MarvelX tubing. You don't have to be an expert to identify the right material for your customer. Usually, they are aware of materials that work best with their application. In case your customer feels not confident with selecting the right configuration, please reach out to your local IH&S representative or our tech support team. We are always pleased to support you. Let me show you the scheme of a typical LC system. MarvelX finds its place mainly after the pumps. If your customer has to work with column changes, they will be even more pleased about the simplicity of connect and disconnect a column with MarvelX. With that said, a common LC instrument has a potential of 6 up to 8 MarvelX kits. And to keep with my promise, let me show you how easy it is to make a connection with MarvelX. First of all, you should switch off the pumps of the system. If you can't or won't switch off the pumps, please set the flow rate on the 0 level to stop the flow of solvent. As soon as system pressure drops to 0, you can disconnect the connection you'd like to replace. It may need some time and tools, but keep in mind, it's the last time you need tools to make a connection. And now it's time to set up the MarvelX. Just take the fitting and put it with the cut in the fitting on the tubing. Don't try to thread it on the thicker tip. It won't work. Now just move the fitting to the end of the tip and screw it, as you can see on this graphic, by 1/4 of a turn into the receiving port. As we like to avoid bubbles in the system, you should connect the port where the flow comes from first and keep the other side still disconnected. Now start the flush or rinse mode of your instrument. In the unlikely case your system isn't equipped with these kind of features, just set a low flow rate and stop rinsing. You can stop rinsing the new connection as soon as no bubbles and just droplets appear at the end of the tubing. Depending on the solvent you use, you should wear gloves, eye protection, or whatever is recommended by local law, and collect the rinsing solvent to protect yourself and the environment. With that done, you can connect the other end of the tubing and ramping up your instrument. Unfortunately, we are not alone in the market, even if we are providing more benefits to the customer with our MarvelX products. Our major competitors are the Agilent A-line and the Thermo Scientific Viper and NanoViper products. For both competitors, you still need tools to make a connection pressure type. Covering reusability, the Viper system and A-line products don't give real specifications for a new HPC connection. As you can see in the table above, there are some uncertain parameters communicated from both manufacturers. The A-line from Agilent is a stainless steel configuration only and will not find its way into the life science sector as long as customers don't count on the impurities may cause from the material. The NanoViper system works with fused silica to keep within the applications where stainless steel fails. But fused silica linings are very sensitive in bending the tube. As installation of a connection mostly requires some bending of the tubing to fit into the instrument design, there's a risk that fused silica layer breaks off the surface and fused silica parts gets released to the instrument and cause blockages of tubing, pre-column filter, or the damage of a column. Covering pressure limits and chromatography aspects, all products are on an equal level. But keep in mind, MarvelX is the only solution in the market that can operate at high pressures while offering the ease of use, repeatability, and biocompatibility with phenotype convenience. As you can see, we offer a broad range of available configurations. Most important message for now is that the inner diameters of 150 micron and 300 micron of the peak light versions are not released for sale yet. Orders about these parts will be rejected from our customer service. Please contact your local IHNS representative for further information regarding availability of the 150 and 300 micron peak light versions. In case your customer wants to replace just the tubing, please add a T at the end of the configuration. With a T at the end of the part number, we will ship just the tubing without the fittings. Now let me introduce you to the marketing materials available to our distributors across the globe for MarvelX. You will find on the pages 48 and 49 of our current catalog all available configurations of MarvelX and some applicational information. A special MarvelX brochure has been released in several languages. Also, to keep up with the scientific facts and experience needed in the market, there are 2 white papers regarding MarvelX and UHPC connections released. And to show the benefit and the savings you can generate with MarvelX compared to a common UHPC connection, we have set up the MarvelX savings calculator. That's a great tool to show the impact of using MarvelX to your customer. And now we are almost done. Let me give you a quick overview about the sources where you can find everything you need. The most up-to-date product information for MarvelX you will find on our website. If you need any marketing collateral, images, or brochures, please see the distributor portal on our website. If you want to show the advantages of MarvelX compared to a common UHPC connection, you can use the online version of our MarvelX savings calculator on our website. To access this page, just click on the link. And finally, whenever you have a question or need for support, please contact your local IHNS representative or our tech support team. To identify the right rep in your territory, just have a look into the distributor portal. And now we have reached the end of our today's webinar. I'd like to thank you for joining me today and for your attention. Have a great day. Thank you.